This is a song that doesn't go along because it doesn't have any rhyme or reason. Ain't no tune to go with this song, and the lyrics are made up as we go along. And sometimes they don't rhyme, and that's fine, and sometimes they do. But I'd like to welcome you. I can barely hear that, but I hope that means that it's working true. Boom, boom, boo, doo, 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 boo, boo, boo. Wait, what? Dropping frames due to network lag. Let me reset that and make sure it starts working. Yes. Okay. Everything seems to be fine. Cool. All right. Let's do the intro. Howdy, folks. How are y'all doing? Welcome back to another live stream. I did have someone query me the other day as to why I do the intro, but then I don't ever edit the live streams to just, like, skip to the intro. Like, I never cut out that opening bit. That's right. I don't. Welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. Last night, when we streamed this, we left off right here while preparing to meet Professor Fig at Sanbakar's pensive chamber. And now we're back. Literally where we left off. I think for the first time in the entire series, we're actually in the place that we left off to continue. That might be incorrect. I might have done that before, but it definitely feels like every time we come back, I'm like, all right, and this is what we'll do next time, and then we come back, and I'm somewhere else entirely. Like, we're doing this other thing instead. Hold on just a second. We're back. Literally where we left off. Why does it sound so quiet? Hold on. I see now that my system's audio is turned down. I am a fool. There we go. I thought maybe there's something wrong with my voice before, but it definitely... No, okay, it's good. It's good. Everything's good. Hi. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to go talk to this fine gentleman here and begin the quests. Find the cube to open the pensive chamber. I don't think we had a discussion about this before, but I can do that. I did rearrange some of my spells, so I'm not going to lie to you. I did leave here in between last time and this time. I went back to the Room of Requirement and did all of my duties, collected all of my plants and all of my animal gubbins. And while I was in there, I was like, man, we've had basically the same layout since we started. Now, I've not changed anything on this panel, but both of these are now different. So we've got Flipindo in the mix. We've got all of our cursed spells here. I got to try to remember exactly where everything is laid out. And then we've just got some useful ones here, like turning invisible and things like that. All in that general area. But what I'm looking for right now is probably to burn this down. I'm assuming it's going to unveil a magnificent beast.
I believe I know what must be done.
My man, I don't believe you. But I have no reason to suspect that you're lying at the same time. That's like a dragon, right? It looks like a dragon with a beard that's been braided into 4 separate strands. That's exciting. Maybe it can speak. I would like that.
Do you recognize the head sculpted there?
I do not. I'm not certain.
That's a head. I can't say that I do.
I mean, we're not that
A
dense.
fearsome beast known as a graphorn.
Oh, we need one of
Carved
those.
into the ground lead me to believe that a graphorn will somehow open the way forward.
That's
Okay.
what Professor Rackham meant when he spoke of my needing an ability to interact with beasts.
It would seem so. I do know that the last of a long dynasty of graphorns lives nearby. They call him the Lord of the Shore.
Interesting.
I suspect you'll need to bring him here. What happens next, I can't say.
Have you ever subdued a graphorn, Professor?
I have, yes. Years ago, at Stonehenge, of all places. The Ministry still owes me for that favor. It can be difficult, of course. They are massive, after all, but it's not impossible. It's my experience that many of your spells will have no real effect. You'll need to wear him down.
I wonder what that means.
If that's what must be done, I'll do it.
Excellent.
That's so vague.
I know this area well enough. When you see the remains of a large sea creature, you're in the right place. Now,
You mean the one that's on the loading screen all of the time?
that you must engage with any beast that is part of this trial on your own. So I shall wish you good luck and wait for your return in the mat chamber.
What, you can't even come and, like, watch and maybe shout advice from a distance? You genuinely can't do anything useful to help me out here? Also, it will not let me get on my broom right now, but it will absolutely Oh, it looked like it would let me have the hippogriff a second ago. That's at least what it looked like back there. Maybe because we could have ridden the hippogriff out on foot, but then who does that? Alright. So we're finally going to see this magnificent dead sea creature that has been sort of hinted at numerous times in the loading screens. So that'll be fun and fancy-free. And then we're also going to see whatever a griphorn or a graphorn, or the Lord of the Shore, naturally. You know, I'm a big fan of shores. I was once offered one of 9 shores that I could rule over all by myself. And I turned it down. I think someone else took it. I never knew what happened to him. I heard stories he became like a shore wraith or something like that. He rides around now on like the back of a whale, seeking the one shore to rule them all. There's not a whole lot of humor you can pull from Lord of the Shores. At least I can't. I'm not particularly gifted at comedy, I suppose. I was really giving it a red-hot gold, though. Yeah, literally all it took was Lord of the Blank, and I was like, let's go. I can make something of this. You guys remember when Frodo had to throw the shore off into... That's a cow. That's not a magnificent creature. That's not a fanciful critter. I don't know how to get my hands on one of those. I can't in the real world. Look, there it is! It was there this whole time! Alright. And then somewhere in this general vicinity...
This must be the place.
...is the Graphorn.
Revelio.
I feel like it's going to be a biggin. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we're going to know it when we see it, and it's going to kind of stand out. Is it down here? Have I been here before? This is the site of a Merlin trial. Have I done this? Clearly not. Now is probably also not the time. Oh, look, warning. Do not enter. Will die. Fan-flippin-tastic. Excited about this. I still don't know what it meant by the fact we're going to have to wear it down, but I mean, if we just shot it with a Vada Kedavra, what do you think would happen?
Show yourself.
I wish we'd been invisible. I wonder if we would have stayed invisible during the cutscene, because it looks like it's real time and everything, so it could have just rendered us in here. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's a big boy. Don't look so scared. We got to show some confidence. I feel like the only thing that saved us there... Okay, alright, watch this. Oh, it's not gonna let me. It's not gonna let me. It's not gonna let me use any of the cursed spells on it. I can do this, though. Oh, wow, that was actually rather effective. Yeah, I didn't figure we'd be able to flip it upside down. Wow! That left very little time for reaction. This thing is a fierce beast. I think we were a little bit too far away for that. Ha 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 ha! I dodged ya! Yeah, none of those worked. It's too big for any of them to work, obviously. Did that get it? I think we got it about halfway. It's definitely not dead, but it seems a bit dazed. Am I gonna have to, like, very quickly whip open my bag and start trying to suck this guy up? Oh, he's glowing now. I feel like that's worse. I also feel like that should have saved us just then. Please, please, sir. Can't we just be friends? I'm asking nicely. I just need your help for a trial. I don't feel like I'm asking too much here. It does not freeze him. Glacius does not freeze him at all. It also doesn't phase him any. I'm just kind of like zooming out of the way. Should I like go ahead and try? You know what? We should definitely get it pulled up. Because I have a feeling that's exactly where this is going to go. I don't think I'm going to try it right now, obviously. He's still quite irritated with me. But any second now. It's all about wearing him down. Ah! One of the keys came off of my little dodge. I've lost S. There we go. I can't backpedal anymore. I can't backpedal anymore. You know what's wild is I've just realized now how often I'm holding down S, even when I'm casting spells, because that means, like, right now I'm doing it. I'm holding it down. As soon as I let go of the attack button and then dodge, I'm going to start dodging. Obviously, I'm not actually too pressed. We've got plenty of Wiggenweld potions, and we're doing okay. We're, like, nowhere near dying to this thing. and in fact we're about to defeat it, if I weren't stuck here, literally cannot get out. We're down to 22 Wiggenwelds. This is like an all-time low for us. Okay, run away. There we go. Got him. Big explosion to the head. Pull out that bag. Oh! I mean, that seems like the respectful thing to do. I mean, we've already defeated it. Maybe we should have just gone for the attack.
I need your help, friend.
Yeah, now that we've shot him with every spell under the sun. I think we're bonding. I think this might be a beautiful moment. All right, we did it. Grafhorn Mount. The Grafhorn has a powerful charge attack that deals a large amount of damage to enemies and certain barricades. Hold down left to initiate. Keep an eye on the Grafhorn's stamina meter, as charging will drain. That sounded like a ripoff of the How to Train Your Dragon soundtrack for like a moment, did it not? Was that just my imagination? It definitely did. Dun, 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 dun. Dude, let's go! This is fantastic.
I need to race now, my friend. What say we pick up the pace a bit?
Okay, those are two conflicting statements. So, I guess we're not going to be putting it in our bag. I think we're just going to be running it around from now on. Okay, this soundtrack is definitely in... this one track in particular has definitely been inspired by How to Train Your Dragon. Look at us go! I have no idea how many of those guys we just wrecked, but we've now defeated over 100 Dark Wizards as a result of those actions. Yeah, listen. I mean, it's not theft, right? It's more like a... it's a salute to a fantastic soundtrack is what they're going for.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
I don't think it could prove dangerous.
Whether you like it or not.
I don't think we could possibly take any damage at this point. I feel like we're entirely OP. This is just...
Time for you all to clear out.
I have no idea who that was. I don't think that they were bad. We're not really hitting as many of them as I would like to. It's a little bit difficult to, like, maneuver. It is a very large creature, and you kind of just... where you go is where you go, you know? I love just plowing through the barricades, though. I have no words. I know I have nothing to say about this other than just I loving every second of it.
Slow down now. There we go.
Hey, Fig, watch this. Oh, charge is unavailable right now. Well, what do I need to do? Just stand here, or do we need to, like, charge through that door? Please tell me I'm not on its back for whatever's about to happen. Are we just activating the magic, or are we actually going to have to, like, bust through here? Do we have to do this entire thing on this creature's back? Because that might be amazing. You know, like, older video games, you know, early 2000s, late 90s, that sort of period. Every level would just be something kind of different and sort of unrelated to the previous levels. I'd be down for that. If this was just like ride the Grafhorn along it's a running level. He just runs, and you just have to, like, move him side to side. I mean, how good would that be? Witness the pensive memory. Oh, you're really not gonna let me take him with? Oh, I don't want to dismount though. What's gonna happen to him? Oh, we're gonna keep him in our bag. That massive beast we're gonna keep in our bag. I guess Fig already went in. He didn't even want to have a conversation about that. Or does Fig normally come through here with us? I mean, normally there's ancient magic that gets us into these places.
Revelio.
So Fig can't... Well, no, Fig did come along, though, during the first one, right? if I remember correctly. We'll find out in a moment.
Perhaps Professor
Ah!
Rackham was right to have had faith in you.
Well,
I still have my reservations. Isadora, as you will see, was not who she seemed. I can only hope that you are. My memories should answer any questions you may have about the power you will need to protect.
Thank you, Professor Bakar. I shall see you back in the map chamber.
I mean, we're seeing him now. I feel like we should have said that when we were leaving his sight. Not when he's still sitting there staring at us. It's like when you say goodbye to your friend, but then you're both like walking in the same direction. You're like, oh yeah, I'll see you later, but then you parked in the same place. You're just awkwardly walking along next to each other, and you're both aware, like, okay. I mean, we could talk and have a nice conversation on the walk to our cars, but then that necessitates a second goodbye. And is that going to be weird to have to say goodbye again? I mean, it's going to be weirder if we both just keep walking in silence. That's going to be the truly awkward situation. Such is life, you know.
Hello? Isadora? Isadora?
This is going to be when we finally get the twist of what she's become. He's not going to have a face or something like that. Oh, this is going to be terrifying. Good evening, Mr. Tora Yates. How are you? You ready for the twist? His eyes are going to be missing or something horrible. Okay. We were close. I like the idea of him just not having a face entirely.
Son, I'm glad you're here.
Isadora was not at her home.
I know.
Her father... Percival.
What is it?
It is as though he was stripped not only of his pain, but of all emotion.
Everything is much worse than I feared. Neve was right. Isadora hasn't stopped. I've just learned that she has been wielding that magic on students.
We must gather the others.
You don't mess with the kids, man. That ain't right.
I need you to return to your common room, all right?
What is that in the middle of the tree? Or whatever this place is. I think I've seen that in a Star Wars Clone Wars game. It was the Force Harvester. And it's bad. It was also in Skyrim. It's called the Eye of something.
What have you done?
Take a breath.
Students, Isadora.
Everyone feels pain. And why? Because of your arrogance? Your obsession with secrets? He won't suffer any longer. Not my father, not my students, no one.
Isadora, set down your wand.
Professor, you taught me to hone my power, not throw it away.
Does she know that her father is a emotionless like Borg at this point?
Expelliarmus!
Yeah, the Eye of Magnus. Thank you. Alright, well, now we know how they all died. Oh, wow. I didn't know that their wands had twin cores. Oh, wow, all of their wands have twin cores. That's like a very specific thing in the books. And then the movies, it's just like, nah, anyone's wands can do the magical light thing. That's a bit abrupt. I mean, I guess it gets the job done, but...
She's alive.
Bit dark. He clearly could have cast just any spell he wanted to. He could have Petrificus Totalis her. He didn't have to kill her. I mean, how do you reverse all this now? She's got all the information, and now you don't. You've thrown away the leverage! Why, man? Why? Priori Incantatum, I think is what it's called. When the wands meet. It's because they have twin cores in the book. But in the movie, literally anyone can do it at any time for any reason. I guess. The movies are very weird with the way they do spells. Most spells just seem to blow things up. Everyone's just casting Bombard all the time, I guess. All of the Death Eaters can just ghost around. Like, it's a real big deal in the 7th book when Voldemort's flying around without a broom or anything. It's like, he flies now! And in the movie, it's just like, oh, anyone can turn into shadow and float around. It's not that big a deal. Very odd choices. It's that Yates fella. I don't know about him. We're not going to talk to you about this. I guess we're going to go talk to the Keepers. Excuse me, I have some questions.
The caverns below Hogwarts, where you fought Isadora. Is that the location of the final repository?
It is. You see, we could not destroy the strands of emotion Isadora had stolen from so many. So we did all that we could to keep them safe. We also realized that until they could be destroyed, the magic used to create them was a danger to wizard kind.
It's fair.
Hence, we became keepers. Keepers of an unfathomable secret. We knew that someday, one with the ability to see traces of ancient magic might be seduced by its power. We built the trials to lead that person to us, to allow them to prove themselves worthy of the knowledge we'd kept hidden and the responsibility that accompanies it.
Have I not proven myself, Professor? I need to get to that repository before Ranrock does.
You have, and you will. But the repository is protected by powerful ancient magic. To enter, you must craft a special wand from the 4 artifacts you found above our pensives.
So the repository is safe from Ranrock for now.
If he is, as you suspect, capable of using the power of the other repository, I fear he will be able to breach our defenses.
Then I must go now and craft this wand. Perhaps Mr. Ollivander will help me.
Another Ollivander? I'm not surprised. As I am sure he will tell you, this wand may be used for only one purpose. Return with the wand, and we will open the way forward.
I shall send an owl ahead to Ollivander. Whilst you visit him, I'll reach out to Professor Weasley.
Professor Weasley?
Yes. I may have made an error in judgment by not informing her of Ranrock's intentions earlier. I only hope it's not too late.
It kind of feels like we're building the
Try
finale.
to drill below Hogwarts. We'll need all the help we can get.
All right, Professor. I'll see you soon.
It's getting heavy. It's getting real heavy right now. Wait a minute. Wait, was that 12 of 14 main story quests? Is that what just popped up on my screen? And while I'm thinking about it, let's give it a second. Because normally, what happens is... Let's hit J for journal. Stop Ranrock. Alright, so we've entered a new chapter, I guess. Very quickly, let's go to our challenges. Because we completed one earlier, a combat challenge of defeating 100 Dark Wizards, which gets us Protego Shielding 3, which is fantastic. We also get, we've defeated 36 Inferi, which gives us Necromantic Protection 3, which is useful, I guess, if we're constantly fighting Inferi. We need to go fight some more Dug Bogs, apparently. I don't even remember doing this one, but defeat 6 infamous foes. And defeat 100 spiders. Jeez, we must have completed that one ages ago, and I just didn't realize. So, complete dueling feats. I'll have to focus on these. I don't really pay attention to them. 30 mongrels. Do that in no time. Trolls, I don't know too much about. Cool, though. All right, we've cleared out some more of our combat. All right, 80% of progress on our challenges. That's pretty exciting. Righto. I suppose once we leave this room, we might get a cutscene or something that takes us to... Wait just a tick. What's down here? Oh, wait. That's, I think, a separate exit. This is the exit that'll take us out of... into Hogwarts, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Because we're back in the map chamber now. We just kind of ended up here. It just sort of happened. And I guess we're not going to go into a loading screen. And I guess the game is not going to... Because normally when you enter a new chapter, you get like a string of messages from all of your friends and classes and things. It's less fun to watch people teleport than it is to fly in a mist of black or white. You make a good point. I guess you make a good point. It does add a sense of drama to the movie, particularly in the room with the veil that goes through to the dead, or whatever it is. It's like the Veil of the Dead or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. But in Order of the Phoenix, when they all come ghosting in, it is pretty dramatic. It's visually interesting, but it's just it takes away from Voldemort flying, and that's why it frustrates me. I guess we'll wait because clearly.
I know where we can find Doran.
There it
Maybe in the
is.
Forbidden Forest, and we can tell him about the symbol the Mooncalves made.
Okay, Poppy, thank you. Did we just, like, wave away her message? That's sort of what it looked like. I want to give it a second, because we should be getting one from Nat as well. Because those are sort of our continuing quests that we have every arc. And eventually we're going to find out what happened. Well, I mean, I think we know what's gonna happen to our friend Sebastian. Bless him.
Hello, Mr. Ollivander.
He's going away for a
if you might be
while.
able to help me with something.
Yes, Professor Fig sent an owl informing me that you'd be coming. He was a bit cryptic, said you need to have a special wand crafted, that you'd bring me the materials.
Yes, sir. I have them here.
Oh, my. How extraordinary. Remarkable design. I will be honest, I have never crafted a wand in this fashion. Repaired broken wands, of course, but this is something else entirely. Keeping me on my toes, aren't you? I think I can work with what you've brought me. Let me see what I can do.
Is this going to turn into a fetch quest where we have to go out to the middle of the forest and find the one special tree and remove the twig using the special spell? But I don't know the spell. You'll have to go to a cave down by the beach, and the spell will be carved in the stone, but you won't be able to read it. You'll have to go back to the school, to the library, and you'll have to find a translation book, but you won't be able to read it. So you have to get one of your friends to go with you. You know how it goes.
It is done.
All right, well, that was much more straightforward than I expected. I'm a little bit let down. It's a lovely wand.
I should warn you, I've never seen a wand like this before. My suspicion, as Professor Fig implied in his letter, is that it serves a unique purpose. I doubt you shall find much use for it otherwise.
I understand. Thank you, sir.
We're not going to pay the man. No tips. Uh-oh. It's okay.
I'm afraid you're on your own. I've ensured that we have a moment to ourselves.
After what happened in those caves...
Come. No need for such theatrics. In light of what Ranrock now knows, you must agree that our interests are aligned.
Okay, yeah, that's what I want to
Our
hear.
interests will never be aligned.
You would let goblins take what is rightfully ours? The final repository belongs to wizard kind. We would be fools not to work together. What's that you've got there?
A gift. for a friend. That has no bearing on anything.
To the wand maker have something to do with our mutual pursuit?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That repository is my birthright!
Charles Rookwood wouldn't have wanted you near it.
Random owl flies by.
The arrogance. Should have known better than to try and reason with a child. I've always said, children should be seen and not heard.
Should I be ready for a fight? All right. Well, that's one way to do an abduction. I started playing Raft today. I think you would have a heart attack playing. Yeah, with my fear of video game sharks, I don't know if I could do Raft. I don't know if my fear of video game sharks is still a thing, though. I've not tried in a while. Oh, they've just teleported me to a place to have the final battle. That's nice of them. That's really nice of them. Everything seems to be going well so far. We're doing great. So far, so good. They just keep giving me things to throw at people. Well, unfortunately, that does keep being people. That's a problem. But so far, it's going really well. It's going fantastic, if I'm honest with you. I'm enjoying every second of it. Surely it's going to get more difficult here in a minute. We're going to run out of things to throw, and then I'm going to regret all my decisions up until now. Just constantly throwing every barrel and bucket that we see. I don't think this is how the developers intended this to go. It makes such a good sound as well. Such a satisfying little ka-twing. And the great part is, as long as you're like in the middle of throwing something, their spells can't hit you. All right, we're running out of things to throw. We're going to resort to this now, I guess. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Where is actual... It says to defend yourself from Rookwood's lot. Where is actual Rookwood? Because I'm ready to, like, fight him.
My wand!
My wand! I see you. That was a clever move. I liked it. I really liked it. What is up with this electricity guy? He's really obsessed with it. I'm ready for you, Rookwood. I'm ready for you. It's just me and you now. There's all kinds of little blue blotches of light that I need to collect. Again, with the Priorian Katatum. You can't just do this. Am I supposed to be hitting it really fast? Am I winning? I can't tell. I guess mine's the red one.
Child.
He's not like leaving, is he? Oh no, we're just going to another round. I like how they're making it difficult for me to just Avada Kedavra him. I appreciate that they understood that's exactly what I would be doing otherwise. Alright, you know what? You're gonna fight for me now. That's not even who I wanted to hit with that. You, though, I'm glad to have dead. I've not actually used this in combat. What happens if we, like... Oh, you son of a gun. Just flip someone upside down. Do they just kind of hang there for a while? That's kind of fun in its own way, I guess. Okay. I'm not really sure what the difference is between making someone float and then also, like, lifting them and making them, like, flip upside down. Can we make an Infurious fight for us? That would be handy. That was supposed to hit the Infurious behind us. Remember, you gotta hit them with fire before you can actually damage them. We're doing pretty good at the dodges. I've said it now, so we've got to keep it up, otherwise it's just embarrassing. Well... Oh, freezing and then blowing them up is satisfying content. We're going to be doing that again. Alright, you with the shield. You think you're real safe right now, don't you? Watch this. That did not kill you the way I had hoped. I could be on a one-way ticket to Azkaban, yes, that's a possibility. But we're being attacked. So I think we can justify it, right? Like, reasonable excuse for using forbidden spells or whatever. Did we just blow him up? Is that what just happened? It definitely looked like we just blew up Victor Rookwood. I expected it to be a thing where, like, third time's the charm, you know what I mean?
Rookwood's reign is finally over.
It was a bit anticlimactic.
Send an ultimatati right away. For now, though, I need to get back to the map chamber and tell Fig what happened.
Wait, so we're not even getting, like, a final cutscene? Where he's like, all I wanted was to make Grandpappy proud, or anything like that? He's just dead. He just blew up into little pieces. And that's the end of it. And there's still lightning just here. I think it's bugged. I kind of feel like maybe someone who worked on this game possibly didn't understand how to make a satisfying, like, epic finale. You know, like, not to be judgmental, but I feel like if whoever was in charge of that maybe needs to maybe just, you know, start brushing up your resume. Yeah, because I think you ought to be fired. Because that was a real letdown. I think you ought to be fired. I take my video games seriously, so when they let me down, I want to see real consequences for it. I think you should be fired. I think you should be blacklisted from the industry. I think that your entire family should be remembered as the family that couldn't make a satisfying video game conclusion. I'm joking, of course. It's not that big a deal. Can I just stand in this? Yes, I can. All right. Well, that's fun. That's a good time. Love a good little glitch in a game. Is there any more loot to be had around here before we leave? I thought I saw another chest somewhere. But now I don't see... Ah, right there. Look at you now. And then, yeah, we'll head out of here. Head back to the map chamber. Where exactly did we just get teleported to? Why not just have the fight... Oh, over here. I know where this is, actually. I thought we had already cleared this area out, but apparently not. Back to the map chamber now. What a... I'm dissatisfied with those events. I know I'm harping on about it, but this guy is set up as, like, big number 2, you know, second only to the actual main villain. He's the Darth Maul to Sidious, and you saw how that Darth Maul fight went in the movie. You know, he's the Count Dooku to Darth Sidious. He's the Darth Vader to Darth Sidious. Star Wars is the only reference point I've got. He's the Bellatrix Lestrange to Voldemort. She had a pretty epic death. Remember with the "Not my daughter, you..." It was good bit. What do we get here? We got kidnapping and then dies without a cutscene. I almost want him to come back now.
He confronted me as I left Ollivander's with the Keeper's wand. I had to defend myself.
Godric's heart, are you all right? I know you're well able to defend yourself. I've seen it often enough. But Rookwood himself...
He would have killed me once he found the repository, if not before. I had no choice.
You're right. You had no choice. You did what you had to do. The wizarding community owes you a great debt.
Thank you for saying so, Professor. I'm ready for what's next.
All right, then. The Keepers have been waiting.
You have completed all of our trials, and you have done so under circumstances even I did not foresee. You understand now why all of this was necessary. The portkey, the vault, the locket, the book, the trials. To ensure that one with the ability you and I share would make the same choice that San, Neve, Charles, and I did.
Now that you have witnessed my memory, you understand all that is at stake. Not everyone is what they seem.
As you know, light does not exist without shadow, nor shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
Even the most well-meaning and competent amongst us cannot possibly know the consequences of manipulating what should be beyond our reach.
What lies in the repository must never be released. Resist the temptation to destroy or control it. The magic that you have so carefully honed must now be used only to protect the secret we keep. You have the wand. You will know when to wield it. We leave our legacy in your hands.
What if, though, we did wield it? What if we did unleash it? What if we became the most powerful wizard of all time? How good would that be? Is this it? Have we reached the point of no return? Quest started the final repository. Enter the Keeper's Caverns. I think we've just stumbled our way into the end of the game.
Late, and that we find nothing but a repository undisturbed beyond this door.
That would be the hope. That would be the plan. You'd hope if there was like no coming back from this, the game would at least tell you, "Hey, heads up, go make sure you do all the stuff." I guess I'll tell you what we'll do real quick, just in case, is we'll go ahead and do a save game. We'll do one here. We've only ever had the one save game this entire time. So now we've got this one. This one's from like an hour ago. I don't really want to go back and redo Sam Carr's trial, if that's what it takes.
The castle would protect against an incursion from below.
I fear they may not. Although, if they don't now, I can assure you they will in the future.
Yeah, well.
Able to reach Professor Weasley?
I was. Hopefully she and the others will arrive soon. They know where to find the door through which we entered.
Why are we just going on like a leisurely walk? Oh, well, there he is. He's done it. They've just stumbled upon it somehow.
Let's go.
All right, let's go defeat Rookwood and what I'm sure, or not Rookwood, Radrock, and what I'm sure will also end up being a letdown.
He cannot be far behind.
You and I
just have these ready to go.
Search the area. Must be here somewhere.
Revelio.
Let's just open up with, like, we mean business. You know what I mean? I'm gonna feel so bad if it turns out that these guys who are like, they have the red and stuff, are actually under some sort of like evil mind control spell, and that's why they also turn into weird little like goblin demon creatures from time to time. Oh wow, that's a really brutal way to go. Nicely done. We tore through them. Oh, you. It's always rough to get them when they're under your spell.
Must be here somewhere.
Hold on, I can do this.
We need to move it.
Bombarda. One moment.
Oh, is he about to do like something? Oh. I was expecting something a little bit more epic, but I guess that's impressive. It's better than just repeatedly casting Bombarda on it, I suppose. Oh yeah, good. Why build giant drills when you could just have trolls that just break their way through barriers? Oh, good lord! Alright, listen. I've got an idea. You go fight him. This ought to be good. So while they fight, we can focus on the little guys. And then, jeez. Which one of these is more damaged? Yeah, I mean, I don't think they were this fierce at the time. That did basically no damage. But, guess what's charged up again? I'm gonna get whatever this is. You gotta get those troll bogeys. Cannot leave here without them. Okay, now we start fighting this guy. If this is the last guy... Oh, shoot, we're nowhere near having that spell ready to go again. I'm so sorry about this large troll, man. I have no other option right now than to just hit you with the salad of spells. I'm not paying enough attention. Hold on. I'm looking around the chamber trying to find things I can throw at him. He's literally throwing things at me I could throw back at him. Should probably pay attention. Just like look at the screen from time to time. Okay. Odd, but okay. Well, I guess that they did not have tunnels that they were digging behind them. Maybe they were doing a thing where they took the rock and then moved it like under them and crawled over, and that's how they got here. They were just constantly caving in or filling in the cave behind them as they went. Now what indeed? I think we need to go this direction.
That wall, that's the way forward.
There's some sort of ancient magic, I think. Oh, well, there we go. That does it. I was expecting I would need to activate something, but no, that's fine. Just blow up the wall. It's what the trolls do, after all, so, I mean, why be concerned? I was complaining that they were walking in here at a leisurely pace, but now we're moving.
Professor.
We're really moving.
There's nothing we can do, but...
Listen, more goblins up ahead.
Oh, I hear them. I know I'm not talking. You know how it is. When the fighting gets tough, the Reese stops talking. I will never refer to myself in the third person again. Don't worry about it. Come on, take your shot. Go ahead. Okay.
Oh, this day's gone on too long.
I mean, normally you can just attack. Oh.
This Totalis.
That works, I guess.
These tunnels haven't brought us much luck so far.
No, I'm gonna say not, sir. You're absolutely correct.
We're getting closer, Professor. That way.
Okay, I guess I'm not allowed to blow them up. It has to be the professor. That's fine. He's trained. The look on my character's face says everything right now. Hey! The cavalry's arrived! Everyone is here! This is actually epic. They're pulling this off.
Somehow evaded the castle's defensive charms.
Well, the castle must not have, like, mineral rights below the castle. That's why.
They got this.
This is actually really cool. The music is on point as well. Definitely on point. Oh, look at that! Let's go! Jeez, it just exploded. it. Go ahead, take a shot. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Beautiful.
Look out! Another troll!
And yeah, no, what you're watching right now is Endgame the movie. The video game, the movie.
Professor Fig, aren't you going to leave some for the rest?
We couldn't be happier to see you.
It's our potion teacher slash aura. He was an aura, wasn't he? Isn't that what we learned from his class? We really raised the question of what he was doing, messing around with a bunch of students, but he's clearly like well above us. Also, why was he teaching potions? I think it's just a thing with the potion teachers. They've always they're always like above their station. You know what I mean? Or below, I guess. They were always meant for more, yet they were teaching potions. Yoda? Basically.
That's our way forward.
Let's leave them all to die. Imagine if this were a movie. Okay, well, I know what to do with these guys. We've had to fight a few of them in our time. Although, it's been a while. It's been a number of streams since we've actually had to deal with one of these guys. But maybe they won't be aggressive towards us because we're the Chosen. Okay, well, it feels like they're going to be aggressive towards us even though we're the Chosen. I don't want to fight them. Because it definitely feels to me like they should be left intact to fight Ranrock. Can't you see that I'm the one? I am the Chosen. I'm Neo. We'll draw a big heart. We've got the Disney Channel wand now. There it is. The Eye of Magnus Tin Man.
I'm relieved we got here before Ranrock.
I would say so too, because I don't know if Ranrock would have made it past them.
The repository has been under the castle for hundreds of years.
Think of all the pain that created it. This is what Miriam, George, your friend Lodgok, and countless others died for. Miriam believed this forgotten magic could be used for such good, but she did not know the risks.
Who is George?
See what the Keepers have shown you. What Isadora showed you. You are now the Keeper of whatever power it holds. What do you intend to do with it?
Hold on, I've got to find out who George was for first. Oh! George Osric! He's that guy from the beginning of the game. He was the high-ranking British Ministry of Magic fellow who got eaten by a dragon or whatever happened at the very start of the game. That was so long ago I'd forgotten about it. God bless him. I intend to open it up! Actually, I don't. They told me to contain it here, but clearly that's the wrong thing to do. Right? They intended to keep it here all this time, but I feel like we have to open it and get all the bad feelings out.
I have decided to open the repository. Its power cannot lie dormant for centuries more.
After everything you've seen, what about Isadora's fate?
power should not be kept from the world. What I want to do is destroy it. Like, whatever the repository, I want to get rid of it. So I don't want to seal it up. But none of these options are giving me... It's like, I want the power. I want to give the power to the world. I guess we're going to go with this.
You're right. I haven't forgotten. The cost is too high. Perhaps this magic is best kept contained.
I actually want to destroy it. This is as close as we can get to that.
I know the power is tempting, but I'm glad you've decided to keep it contained for now. And
for now,
that may be the right decision in this moment. I confess, I have been thinking...
What is it, Professor?
I spent all year trying to keep our journey a secret from everyone, including Professor Weasley. But now I wonder if I should have shared it with her, and the others, sooner. Trusted them more. The Keepers wanted this secret to be locked away forever. How long will you keep it?
I plan to keep it secret for now. But in time, when I'm ready, I plan to tell those I trust everything.
It's a good Harry Potter attitude to have.
I believe that is what Miriam would have wanted. We should trust in others. If anyone can rise to this challenge, my friend, it is you.
There he is.
The arrogance of wizard kind. Goblins built this repository.
He looks ridiculous, doesn't he, with his little waddle.
Enough, Ranrock. It was never yours.
I've been wanting to play with this.
It's gonna be Miriam's wand.
Miriam's wand?
Yeah, I told you. I know how storytelling goes.
Over the container. All of this could have been avoided. Foolish, self-important witch. Seems you were two of a kind. She didn't know when to give up either.
Oh no, I'm so confused about what he just did. Did he teleport it? Did he blow it up? Is he absorbing the power? Well, I did want to get rid of it. I guess in the end, we achieved that. Unfortunately, he's turned into the Eye of Sauron. Oh! Couldn't just have us fight a wizard, could you? Fair enough. You son of a gun, he better be alright. Don't you take this good, happy gentleman from me. Don't you take away my Professor Fig. Come back here, you giant, floating, dragon, demon. What are you? I don't actually know if I can fight it like this. What we have to do is we have to absorb that power. This is not doing anything at all. This is effectively achieving nothing. Oh, I see. Okay, no, I see what we have to do. That didn't quite do it. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. I think I see what we're doing. We gotta hit the spells with the corresponding colors, and then he'll be vulnerable for us to attack him. I need to stop dodging. I've got to be ready to block. Not this time, though. That time we're dodging. Boom! And then can we hit him with the Vada Kedavra? Or would that be too, like, straightforward? Did not time that well. Gotta stop doing that. It's such a habit. I literally just said I gotta stop doing it. I'm gonna be ready this time. I was ready that time. Okay, so unfortunately that did not one-shot him, so we're not gonna waste our time with that again. However, we can absolutely do whatever that does. Alright, Alright, big boy. Oh, shoot. This is dealing him like a slight amounts of damage to him. I realize now that these things are actually having an effect. Oh. No treasures around here, are there? Oh, look at that. It's bizarre. Alright, no, where is he? Do I need to follow him? I think we probably need to get a little bit closer. That did not hit anything. He looks so weird when he's flying backwards. Oh, I wish I could fly on my broom. This would be such a cool, like, final fight if it was on the broom. Looks like that one's going to be a red spell. No, I don't think he does. He doesn't like that at all. I know, I'm still doing it. Yeah! That's how we deal the damage right there, is doing that. That is the wrong color. There we go. Don't think the game liked it that I did the wrong one, though. Could have thrown that one back. Could have also lobbed that one at it. Okay, we're heading to our third and final phase. I mean, I think I've got a pretty decent idea of what I'm doing. I'm causing you pain. That's my main goal. I mean, granted, I don't know what the end game is, as I've never fought a giant worm of darkness before, but I'm trying my best. I'm kind of figuring it out as I go. The game's doing a pretty decent job of letting me know. Where do I go from here? Can I hop down there? Is that where I need to be? Oh, yeah. Down the dark red slide. This is the perfect place to have a final battle. That was the wrong spell to use. How... Now, wait a minute. That one was not going to reach. Jeez. Not so powerful now. I know I haven't checked the chat in a while. I'm very apologetic right now. Okay, I'm focusing very hard. I see sort of the starts of another spell here. That's the wrong one. Shoot! Dang it! My S key keeps popping off. Definitely adds a whole nother element to the fight when suddenly you just can't move backwards. Yeah, it does. Yes, I do. I don't think they would have made a level that couldn't be beat. So I'm pretty confident about that. No! No, you imbecile! That was the wrong one! Dang it. It came off again! Friggin' came off again! I can't get it back on! It's upside down! Ah! I'm just mashing buttons! Hoping for the best outcome. I got it back on. Jeez. Yeah, it pops off. Anytime I, like, click on it, it just pops right off for some reason. I'm pushing it out of the way. I've got a bare key that I'm now clicking. Like a bare underlying key, no cap.
This is for Professor Fig.
Is Professor Fig dead? Is that, like, definitive now? I thought he just kind of fell down here with us. And we hadn't seen him yet. I don't think that actually damages him at all. I don't know if that actually damages him at all. But it's satisfying to cast on him. Ancient magic final hit. I've got a moment to put my keycap back on. It's number 13. Razor, make better products. I think we're gonna have to, like, do this one more time to, like, properly defeat him, and we've missed it. Oh, how am I supposed to get the timing on this right? Am I hitting them, or am I just missing them every time? I've only got so many purple spells. There we go, I got that one. Definitely got that one. Feel like I got that one, but maybe not. Got that one. No, for sure I got that one. Oh, we did the Harry Potter spell as our final attack. That's how we defeat him! Just like Harry would have did. You know what to do now. Use the spell, boy. We know it. We know it. Hey! It's our guy! A good, resolute yell. It's what we like to see.
Professor.
Miriam.
No, Reese Weasley. Don't take this man from me.
Miriam would have loved you, my young friend. The wizarding world could not be in more capable hands.
What exactly are you dying from right now? You've sustained no wounds. Did he just die of a broken heart? What just happened? And there it is.
Professor Eleazar Fig. I dare say he was a beloved professor to many of you, certainly a long-standing colleague to his peers. A famed adventurer and seeker of knowledge, he built a reputation...
Renowned seeker of knowledge.
Charging into the unknown, brazenly disregarding both discretion and safety, providing perhaps a rather unfortunate lesson for us all. His devotion to adventure was...
Oh, yeah, why wasn't she there?
Only by his dedication to Hogwarts. And of course, to his wife, Midi, whom we lost much too soon as well. Yeah.
Professor Fig represented the best of all of us. He could be deviously clever, possessed a brilliantly inquisitive mind, and was the most loyal of friends. But perhaps it was his remarkable courage, for which we will all be forever indebted to him. If not for Professor Fig, well, I can say with confidence that if not for him, many of us, let alone Hogwarts, would not be here today. Those that knew him best will agree that we must now honor him as only Hogwarts can, by wisely, resourcefully, justly, and bravely facing all that lies ahead.
To Professor Fig!
Please meet me as soon as...
Never imagined we...
That was awkward.
Our professors. Glad Weasley spoke for Fig. She honored him. He'll be well remembered. I only wish we could have done the same for Solomon Sallow. I need to go and see Anne soon.
Ominous, there's something I need to tell you. It's to do with Victor Rookwood.
I heard a rumor that he confronted you outside of Ollivander's. Sounds as if you faced quite a fight.
The rumor's true, and I did. But it's not that. Just before Rookwood attacked, he uttered something familiar. The same words Anne heard before she was cursed. Children should be seen and not heard.
Wait, what are you saying?
It wasn't one of Ranrock's loyalists who cursed Anne. It was Victor Rookwood. It was Rookwood all along.
This can't be. The night Anne was cursed, all she saw were goblins.
You see, since Feldcroft was of interest to Ranrock, it became of interest to Rookwood as well.
I thought it was a woman who shouted
Rookwood
it.
Was there the night Anne was cursed. He was working with Ranrock. When he saw Anne, well, he didn't want anyone to know.
So he cursed her. Oh, so cruel. Rookwood got what he deserved. Thank you for telling me. Anne and Sebastian deserve to know, and it should come from me. As we discussed, I spoke with Black. Sebastian's with the headmaster now, but perhaps there's a way to get word to him. When I find out, I'll send an owl.
Yeah, that's right. Sebastian's probably going away forever after that. And now it's spring. We have to finish up our last semester at school. The adventure doesn't just end. Congratulations if you completed the story of Hogwarts Legacy and reached the end of your school year. With your OWL exams fast approaching, now is a good time to review your field guide progress. Explore the world, finish any remaining relationship storylines and side quests, and complete your field guide as you see fit. I guess that means it's open-ended, but I'm also assuming that possibly we could go if we wanted to and maybe wrap up the game by doing our OWLs. I don't know if that's actually an option for us.
Revelio.
Or not. We do have some mail. Let's go ahead and have a look at that. It felt like we were about to get something from someone right as the scenes transitioned earlier. So what have we got? Harlow's Last Stand. Maddie sent me an owl requesting I meet her near Manor Cape. That's a distance from Hogwarts. She must have a good lead on Harlow. I should prepare before meeting her. It's in the stars. Poppy has shown Doran the symbol of the moon calves made at the hinge. I should speak with Doran and hear what he has to say. And then I've still got the Daedalian keys that I have to track down. But I think that just about does it for tonight. We're not done with the game. We're going to keep playing it. I did not know that we were going into the finale when I started this stream. Certainly did not think...
news about Sebastian.
Oh.
Meet me in the Undercroft as soon as you can.
I mean... That's kind of heavy. You can't just drop that on me as I'm, like, wrapping up a stream here, can you? Wait just a second. Weasley, Watchful Eye. You talk with Professor Weasley in your office in the Transfiguration classroom. I mean, sure, we could do that. But we'll wait on that. In the Shadow of Friendship. Now that some time has passed since the events of Feldcroft Catacomb, I should see how Ominous is faring. Thankfully, we have the Undercroft to speak privately. I mean, I kind of want to do that before we wrap things up. Because I got super invested in that particular plot line, and I'm very curious to kind of see how it pans out. I'm assuming that they're not going to do any sort of like, okay, yeah, he murdered his uncle, but we're trying him as a minor, and he might just get like 20 years in Azkaban. I'm pretty sure he's going away for life, I think is what tends to happen there. Also, this chest has been here since the start of the game.
Amora.
Let's see what's in it. Let's see what's... I'm curious. Let's see what we get. There we go. Watch it be just like nothing of interest. It's an unidentified face item. It would be as well, wouldn't it? That checks out too well. I do have some more of these Daedalian keys that we can drop in here.
It's coming along nicely.
I don't know how many I've got total. Probably that many. I don't think I've got more than that. Apparently I've got 5. Apparently I've got 6.
I'm making good progress with those tokens.
10 more to go. So it's just a matter of like finding them throughout the castle. Oh my goodness. Man, what'd you think about that finale there? Jake Dactoriates. How did you feel about that? I kind of feel like it snuck up on us a bit too quickly. I'm actually a big fan of the sort of drawn-out finale. And I kind of feel like we just... I mean, we basically stumbled into it and then it was done. So yeah, the light criticism. Wish it had been a little bit more drawn out. And I wish we'd gotten some more like scene-chewing villains monologuing. I'm a fan of that in a big finale. You don't understand my motivations. I don't just want power. I want revenge and justice and that sort of thing. Renrock just kind of died. Like he turned into a dragon and then we blew him up. It was rather abrupt. And I'm still not actually sure how Fig died. He seemed fine and then he was just dying. Too much excitement for his poor old heart, I guess. He's been brokenhearted since Miriam passed away as well, so I think it he Padme'd on us a little bit. A little bit better than Padme. Padme just gave birth to twins that she couldn't even bother to stick around and care for, so not quite that bad.
Ominous, I received your owl. What's happened with Sebastian?
He's been expelled, and will soon face trial at the Ministry. Although Anne wanted to turn him in, I think now she's torn. I confess I know how she feels. As much as we all wanted Sebastian to face the consequences of his actions. It will never be the same without him. Just standing here in the Undercroft without Sebastian feels wrong.
I never thought things would end this way. I hope we did the right thing.
I hope so too.
Were you able to tell Sebastian about Rookwood cursing Anne?
I was. Black let me talk to Sebastian before he left. At first he wouldn't believe it. Then he realized it all made sense. Unfortunately, his anger only grew towards goblins and dark wizards. Anne was shocked
He is
too,
basically a dark wizard.
but in some sense relieved to know the truth about who was responsible. I think it brought her some peace.
I'm glad to hear it. She deserves peace.
She does. Sebastian was my best friend. I can't imagine Hogwarts or anywhere without him. I know you two had grown close, that you were helping each other with more than just finding a cure for Anne. He never gave specifics, but I know it was important. He means a lot to us both. I hope we get the chance to tell him that one day. I know we had a bit of a rocky start, but you've proven yourself as a friend.
Yeah.
I'm glad you came to Hogwarts.
I'm sure in the sequel we'll I don't know what would happen because you might not turn him in, you know. So there's no definitive place for that story to continue off. I don't know how they would handle that. That's true. I agree. Adequate's a good word for it. Fast and abrupt, but all that matters is we had fun. You're absolutely right, Jake, and I did have fun. Yeah, no, everyone kind of looks a little bit like they're a supervillain when their clothes glitch out when I get close to them, which is normally when it happens. Although it apparently doesn't happen to everyone. We just full-on ran into that guy, and I'm very apologetic about it. I did not mean to. So I don't know where we're going to pick up next time. Probably, I'm going to search the castle probably between streams to find all the Daedalian keys, and we'll find out what's inside of that chest. And then next time we'll do one of these two, starting up next, and I don't know which. But until then, Jake, thank you for tuning in. Thank you to everyone who's ever tuned in and watched any part of this series. And I think we've still got a couple more streams left in it before we wrap things up. So, thank you folks for watching. God bless you. And I'll see you later. Oh, wait! We gotta do our supporters. Gotta say thank you to all of our channel members. Let me pull them up here, make sure there's not been any moving and shaking. Because I think I've pretty much got everyone memorized right now. But, there we go. Alright, so we're gonna go with total time as members. So starting at the top, the legendary Lucas Kits. We have the otherworldly Purple Lemons. We have the fabled Maria Amor. The otherworldly Jake Yates. The fabled Moyer. And the mythic Gilliam. Thank you all so much for your continued support. Here's a fun fact for you. If you look at channel revenue analytics, I am now making almost as much purely from the channel members as I am from the, what do you call it when you get ads? AdSense. So it's almost exactly half of what I'm sorry. Almost half of all revenue is from channel members now, which is really cool, which is why we're doing more with channel members. We've got something special coming out for you folks tomorrow. It's a lost pilot of a series that I started to record and was like, I might want to stream this instead. But I think it's fun. It's a pretty good video. I actually put a lot of work into it, knowing that only... what, 7 people would see it? How many channel members? I think 6. We have 6 channel members, yeah. It's like, okay, only 6 people will ever watch this, but I made it good for you. I made it good for you. Okay. God bless you too, Jake. God bless everyone. God bless America. I'll see y'all next time.